Within the hour, we learned 2 petitions and 1 referendum are nearing the end of the verification process by county election offices. The initiatives include the state medical cannabis patient protection initiative petition, the medical cannabis regulation initiative petition, and the private education scholarship partial referendum. The Nebraska Secretary of State's office says while the elections division has not certified any of the petitions yet, all 3 have met the 100% signature threshold required for certification on the November ballot. Secretary of State Bob Evans says they look to verify the petitions by the September 13th deadline. This follows last week when 2 separate abortion petitions were certified to make it onto the ballots.